3.5 and 4.6% decimals and fractions. I can convert between percents, decimals, and fractions.
Are we confident we can do that now?
Yeah.
First of all, the vocab is basically just trying to make 1 point. The point is a fraction, a decimal, and percent all represent a part of one whole. Period. And then for each of the next, let's see, 6 set of notes, number 2 through 7, there's going to be a process and an example using the number 1/2. So here we go. You guys ready?
Yeah.
How do you get from a fraction to a decimal?
You divide.
Because a fraction is a
Division problem.
done. 2. To go from a fraction to a percent, the first thing it says in the process is divide, but then you take that decimal and you
Multiply 100.
The reason you can do that is because of number 8 here. Because if you set up a proportion, the reason you're multiplying by 100 is because we are trying to keep our ratio of 1/2, 1/2 the same. So to get from 2 to 100, you're multiplying by 50. To get from 1 to x, you're multiplying by 50, which is still going to be that number based out of 100. So both options work perfectly well. Obviously, number 7 is much faster. Decimals to fractions. How do you go from a decimal to a fraction? 8 and C. How do you go from a decimal to a fraction?
We read the decimal using place value.
Okay, can everybody read number 10's decimal, please, on the count of 3? 1, 2, 3.
5/10.
Therefore, that is your answer after you reduce 5/10, right? So why do I make you say decimals with place value? Because it helps you with your conversions. Number 5, decimals to percents. We are doing what to get from a decimal to percent? What is the quick, easy conversion? Samaya. You multiply the decimal by 100. Or you move the decimal point 2 places to the right. How do you get from a percent to a decimal, everybody?
You divide by 100.
So if you look at number 5 and 6, you are just doing the opposite. And you know that multiplication and division are opposite operations. Therefore, you would multiply by 100 to get from a decimal to a percent, divide by 100 to get from a percent back to a decimal. And dividing by 100 means you move the decimal point 2 places to the left. Percent to fraction, there is a key term here. Percent to a fraction, we say what, everybody?
Per 100.
So say this number right here.
50 per 100.
No, 50 per 100. Say this number, please.
20 per 100.
Notice the decimal point on this one. Say that one, please.
2 3/10 per 100.
Per 100. Okay, say it again without the 1,000 because it's 2 3/10 per decimal represents 100. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3.
2 3/10 per 100.
So if you wrote 2 3/10 per 100, you would notice you have a decimal in your fraction, right?
Yeah.
Is that legal?
No.
No. So how do we get rid of this decimal? We multiply by 10. If we multiplied that by 10, we have to multiply the bottom by
10.
and that's where that extra 0 comes from in 23 over 1,000, which is your final answer. Okay? Number 19 is the rule down there. You may not have a decimal in a fraction, which we just talked about. And then number 8 is just an application about Larry's test score. The big thing you guys wanted to talk about was numerators. I'm frozen right now. Numerators should go inside the box. Denominators should go outside the box when you're doing conversions using division. Questions? Okay. Take out paper and pencil. All right, guys, so my computer is again frozen, so I can't even open this up to you. So I'm just gonna write it down, and once the computer becomes unfrozen, I'll show it to you. So I can't open it, so you're just gonna have to write down the assignment, and then hopefully we can do something after that. So I'm the only one that can see it, but on your paper you can write down at least what I'm writing down. Oh heavens. No, you can't. Here's what we need to do. Keep your paper off to the side. You have a couple of minutes to work before so I can get this thing fixed. We also may have just lost our video because the computer stinks right now. Find something to work on quietly. I'll be with you as soon as I get this fixed. If I can get it fixed.